periods of rain. Could be heavy overnight. Low 50. You're not helping. None of you are helping today.
None of you are helping.
Morning showers, then a mix of sun and clouds later in the afternoon. High 62, 55, except for Tim Cavanagh. He's the only one I like in here today.
Wait a minute.
Well, thank you, Kristi Lee.
Shut up. You shut up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, where apparently we have an issue.
You know what it is?
The lunatics are running the asylum today. Could we get some decorum if that's right? The point being, this is the Bob and Tom program. These are the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Calm down. You're going to be okay. There's bourbon in here now.
Oh.
Chick McGee has on his Redskins cap because the NFL draft is this evening. Ace Cosby, of course, has on his Oakland Raider cap because, of course, the draft is this evening.
Redskin bashing has already begun.
Before we get to that, I think it's time.
Ace Cosby.
This is a joke. This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
Well, Chick had a problem with a squirrel yesterday.
I did.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
And I did some research. You know squirrels swim?
No, I didn't know
But they
that.
swim on their back. You know why they swim on their backs?
Why do squirrels swim on their backs?
Keep their nuts dry.
You got him, Ace. You got him.
Natural laugh.
See, they're holding their nuts. You're keeping them dry.
That's very, very good stuff. Now, while we have
My favorite ever.
comedian Tim Cavanagh is here with us, comedian Pat Godwin is here with us, and there's Josh. I'm Tom. Kristi's in a rough spot today.
Well, you guys are just on my last nerve. That's it.
I pooped myself.
Here's my first
No,
nerve.
the Marshawn Lynch thing, and then the Ella Fitzgerald
That was a
debauchery.
master.
God.
I believe Tom put it best when he said that was a nice tribute.
No, it wasn't. She's a beautiful,
We're thinking of her.
wonderful woman.
Celebrating her life.
Totally insulted her.
You know, somebody tweeted me, said, whatever you're paying Pat, triple it. And then the title, The Rectum of the Ella Fitzgerald.
Kristi, she didn't hear it, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she did. She's in heaven looking down on all of you.
I always objected to that song she's famous for, a tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket, because a tasket isn't a thing, is it now?
No.
What is
I'm
a
not sure a
tasket?
tisket is. What's a tisket?
I think
I don't think a tisket is
Didn't the Trisket people buy that for a commercial?
They did, yeah.
A tasket is a very small chore.
Oh, a tasket?
Yeah, sometimes you have big chores you have to do.
Oh, I
and this
see.
is-
That's a task.
Yeah.
All right. It's like a tusket. Jumbo's got a
In any
tusket.
event, she's famous for that song. Never cared for it.
Really?
Sorry.
Did you like At Last?
I don't
Did you
like-
hate that one
Who
too?
doesn't? Yeah,
That
everybody
wasn't-
loves
that. wasn't Ella Fitzgerald.
That was at a
Etta May.
James.
Oh, that was.
That was at a May.
That was yeah.
So I think we've established the fact
Her husband.
that we are free to mock. We are free to mock Miss Fitzgerald because there's no such thing as a tasket.
Okay.
Okay, there we
My
go.
true love's come along.
Okay, can I hear it again? Can I?
Yeah. I'll give you a
No, it's Ella Fitzgerald's birthday today.
It is.
And she was
Born in 1917.
How did she pass? Was it a rectum related?
I don't know.
Just listen, it's all in the song. It sits down below like the ship we all know, the rectum of Ella Fitzgerald. Her legend lives on even though she's long gone. 'Twas her intestines that twisted and killed her.
that may not be the truth.
She'd scat when she sang and her bottom would bang. A disaster when the winds would come early. The doctor, it said, would always turn his head when performing her colon procedure. There's polyps and corn and Louis Armstrong's horn, the rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
Look at Kristi. Her arms are folded. Her face is stern.
God,
Shaking her
I hate
head.
you.
Now, see, Kristi, there's two reasons to hate that. One is that you're taking a great song, "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald."
Now that I don't care about. hate
No.
that song.
It was a
but
special time, man. I don't know how that became a hit.
I don't know
because
either.
it's a great song.
No
And
Ella
bridge,
had
there's no
a-
chorus.
Gordon Lightfoot is brilliant. That's a great song.
Honoring brave men. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Great song, and it's well written.
The
It's
legend
well
lives on.
told.
If
and
you
it's-
could read my mind, maybe.
Yeah,
If you
that's a
could,
beautiful song.
Yeah.
Look, don't.
The circle
look,
is
I don't
small.
want Gordo to call pissed off. I
He's
love
probably
Gordon
going to hear about
Lightfoot.
this.
And it's a great song. I can see why you'd be kind of upset that we took a high quality song and trashed it.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not why I'm.
Are we heard up in Canada?
yeah, we are actually.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm a big Gordo Light. Don't windbag me on Gordon. I'm a big Gordon Lightfoot fan.
Sure.
He's still out
Sundown,
there.
yeah.
Ella had a horrible death, though. I don't. You know.
Who brought up her death?
You did.
I did.
What are you talking about?
That has the most poetic fart joke in it, that song right there. When the
And of
winds
course,
come
we all
early.
know that Ella was killed by one of those Castleberry birds.
She was not, and that's not a Castleberry.
I like
it's a
Louis
Oh, I'm sorry.
cassowary.
Castleberry is the suburb of Orlando I used to have an apartment in.
That's kissing me.
No, it's
No, that
Castleberry.
was DeLand, I thought.
No, DeLand is closer to the ocean. DeLand is near to sea.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, it just keeps getting better.
Oh yes, Superior. It said never gives up or dead. Gordo, is this you?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's me. Gosh, anytime my song gets some airplay, I call in.
Sure.
Hey,
Boy, I
Gordon.
got excited. I thought you was playing my song, and then I got to tell you, I heard one of the worst impressions of me I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, hey, Gordo, I'm surprised we're pulling you away from the hockey playoffs, but
Yeah.
it's great talking to you.
Boy, Josh, have you been watching?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had time and information to talk.
Well, now how are the Canadian teams doing in the playoffs, Joshy?
Probably pretty good because they're Canadian.
Yeah, sure. You got
Yeah.
your Toronto.
Sure.
Argonauts.
Maple Leafs.
The Maple
Montreal.
Leafs. Yeah, well, no. And
What's happening?
Winnipeg lost to St. Louis, so
Yeah.
sorry about that, Gordo.
Well, I appreciate your, good sportsmanship.
Sure.
there,
Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
hockey's all about.
Well, the Jets
I
have been
didn't
grinding.
call in to talk about hockey, doggone it.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, pardon my rough talk, but I'm pretty upset.
Oh,
You
man.
want to talk about those weird French fries with gravy on them?
What?
Poutine?
Yeah.
Poutine. Poutine's delicious.
No, I'm not calling to talk about poutine, but now I'm hungry.
Okay.
Boy, some poutine would be good right
Have
now.
you ever had it with crackers?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's a new dish.
What is it?
Poutine on the Ritz.
The bar has been lowered. I am so
Could
excited.
be the most amazing remark I've ever heard.
Not a joke.
No.
Just words.
Yeah, poutine on a Ritz cracker.
Yeah.
That's delightful. I'm sorry. What else is going on in Canada there, Gordo?
Oh, not a lot.
Okay. Just that. I just don't want you to
Nice
be
spring
insulted by the tribute to the wreck of the Edmund
Well,
Fitzgerald.
that's exactly why I'm insulted. Geez, you take a classic song like that where it's a tribute to a lot of fallen sailors
Well,
and
sure, it's a
everything,
sad song, I know.
and
But it,
then you take, a wonderful, incredible artist like Ms. Ella Fitzgerald.
admittedly, certainly.
Then you're talking about her, dirty parts and whatnot, and
Uh-huh.
talking about things you shouldn't be talking about. That's disrespectful.
Oh, it is disrespectful by any standard, I think.
Well, I
I
just
suppose
don't,
you'd
don't-
like an apology.
I would really like an apology.
Ace, hang up the phone.
From the Pat Godwin fella. Everywhere I go, people keep asking me, this Pat Godwin guy, he's kind of ruining folk music. He's doing gangster folk,
Yeah.
and then I heard that he's in there and he's got Tom Waits in there with him sometimes. And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
he
his
does.
song.
Yeah.
And he did a terrible Bob Dylan, very offensive tribute to Kristi Lee yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard in Canada about Kristi Lee's panty hurricane.
Yeah, she pooped her
Oh,
pants.
about
did
Kristi
not.
crapping her pants? Yeah, I heard
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah, you heard about it up there?
I know.
You guys are really pushing all the buttons today,
Same
aren't
day
you?
she got engaged and everything.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that did it.
Terrible.
Yeah, that did it.
You know, we haven't had anybody walk out of the studio in 100 days.
100 days. Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Oh, well, luckily I'm not in the studio.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, thanks, Gordo.
Let's go get it. Let's
Okay.
go get a drink, Kristi.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Thank you very much, Gordo. Well, I think we're on the topic of birthdays.
Yes. Can we hear from Tim Cavanagh?
I think it may be
May
time.
we?
Tim,
Oh,
is
yeah.
this-
Hey, we are.
Check
Okay.
in with some more birthdays. Was it Ella Fitzgerald's birthday today? Is that
Yes.
right? Okay, well, here we go. We got the intro here.
Hey, everybody.
Hey!
Tim.
It's time once again for Tim Cavanagh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. I'm comedian Tim Cavanagh.
Yay.
Actress America Ferrara turns 35 this week.
Oh.
She came to prominence on the TV show Ugly Betty.
Great show.
Oh boy, I found her so convincing as Ugly Betty that I can no longer sing America the Beautiful with a straight face. Radio legend Casey Kasem would have been 87 this week. The American Top 40 host died 5 years ago, but recently called into the show with a really long-distance dedication. He requested a song by Nelly. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. When asked if he was in hell, he said, well, they've got Ryan Seacrest piped in here, so yeah, I'm in hell. The great NFL wide receiver Lynn Swann turned 65 this week. While it's true that he was an incredibly graceful athlete, I still think his movie biography, Black Swan, should have put more emphasis on football.
A little less on ballet. Sure.
Samuel F.B. Morse, the man who invented the telegraph, was born this week in 1791.
There you go.
Now, Tom, his wife was Sarah Elizabeth Griswold.
Oh.
Now, I can't say for sure that she's one of your relatives, but she was the first person to do a morning drive time telegraph show called Dot and Dash in the Morning. Born this week back in 1933 was actress Elizabeth Montgomery, best known as Samantha on the TV show Bewitched. The most amazing thing she ever did with her witchly powers was to turn Dick York into Dick Sargent without anyone on the show even noticing. Which makes me think that, at least in the world of Bewitched, all dicks look alike. This has been a public service announcement for Women Against the Cell Phone Transmission of Pictures of Creepy Persons' Phalluses. It's a group with no acronym. Okay. Actress Keshia Knight Pulliam turns 40 this week. At the age of 5, she began working on The Cosby Show, which eventually led to a role on Tyler Perry's House of Pain. Since then, she's been in therapy dealing with the trauma of working with two famous men who like to get into women's panties. Tyler Perry playing Madea and Bill Cosby playing himself.
That's right.
When the news came out that Cosby once drugged Madea, only to discover she was not really a woman, Keshia was put on Thorazine and they took her belt away.
Rough news.
Is that rough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Oh, boy. I thought the bar was okay. Turning 46.
Had the new Thorazine with mint. Makes it a lot easier.
Two minutes. Okay. Turning 46 this week is actor Peter Sarsgaard. In a bizarre turn of events, his career was severely damaged 15 years ago when a new product came on the market. It was a product that protected a man's genitalia from the raging SARS virus. It was called the Peter Sarsgaard from Johnson & Johnson. Somehow his career survived, unlike the young actress whose career ended by a different epidemic, Betty Scott Ebola.
Poor Elizabeth Scott. She should have gone with Elizabeth.
She should have gone with Elizabeth Scott Ebola. Born this week... I'm not going to do this. Yes, I am. All right. Born this week back in 1755 was James Parkinson, the doctor. All right.
Yes, Tim?
Floor is yours, sir.
And what a shame that disease is. And it would be awful to make a joke about that. So let's move on to a very special part of the cavalcade because earlier this week, on Monday, April 22nd, our own Tom Griswold had a birthday.
Yes.
How about that? Yeah. Tom turned 66, just 1 6 short of being the Antichrist. I should probably end there, but I'm not going to.
No.
Oh, Tom is in excellent company, sharing his birthday with Jack Nicholson and Eddie Albert.
Oh.
Russian revolutionary Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, writer-director John Waters, Byron Allen, and many, many more. Now, the cool thing is, Tom does more than just share a birthday with these celebrities. He also has something in common with each and every one of them.
Oh, really?
For instance, the name Eddie Albert has 11 letters. Tom Griswold has 11 letters.
Wow.
Oh, what are the odds?
Queen Isabella of Spain, born on Tom's birthday in 1451, was famous for sponsoring Columbus. Tom grew up just 2 hours from Columbus.
okay.
This is eerie. Yeah.
Wow.
It's scary, isn't it? It's kind of cool. Jack Nicholson always seems to have a line of young starlets seeking his romantic attention. Tom hates lines. Another April 20th, oh boy, this is a stretch. Another April 22nd birthday was Steve Fawcett.
Oh.
He was the person who first flew solo around the world in a hot air balloon.
Oh, sure, I remember that.
In his honor, Tom uses a faucet to fill his water balloons.
Oh, yeah, he sure does.
Got
yeah.
that one right.
Sure does.
Balloon.
Dead on.
That was enough for a joke for me. Vladimir Lenin was always full of Bolshevik ideas. Tom is always full of Bolshevik ideas. Physicist Robert Oppenheimer, a key player in the development of the atomic bomb, wept when they dropped the A-bomb on Nagasaki. A drunk Tom Griswold dropped the F-bomb when he bit into a flaming Saganaki. Which is Nagasaki, only...
Right.
Oh, boy. Melrose...
Careful, it's becoming Dick Itzwater's birthday.
Melrose Place producer Aaron Spelling was good at TV. Tom Griswold is good at spelling.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
John Waters wrote and directed the original Hairspray. Tom no longer needs hairspray.
Shot. It's a shot.
In a related story, until recently, Tom thought that John Waters was the English translation of Eau de Toilette. Thank you, Josh. You're keeping this thing alive. Okay, so Joseph Bottoms, the great actor, competing with his 3 actor brothers, was named Best Bottoms by Entertainment Tonight in 2003. 20 years earlier, Tom won a Best Bottoms contest at a bar in Key West.
That's nice.
Would have been an honor, but I've never been to Key West.
And finally, Byron Allen is famous for his TV show Comics Unleashed. Tom prefers his comics to be leashed, wormed, and to have undergone a flea bath within 6 hours of entering the studio.
Yes, indeed.
And in my case, he keeps a muzzle handy. Well, that wraps up this very special edition of Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. Until next time, remember, who needs a calendar when you've got a Cavanagh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tim, this has been a terrific last visit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Christy, do you want to leave with me?
Yeah, we'll go on
Why
breakfast.
don't we just
It's all
go?
good, sure.
And we'll start our own little
I think
podcast.
you got every birthday, right? Did we get everyone? Was it Freud's birthday or something?
Yeah.
Today.
He started his practice today.
Okay.
He started his practice today. I do have
Azaria's
another.
birthdays today, and Renee Zellweger are the 2 we missed.
Oh,
Scrunchy face girl.
Yeah.
I like her.
I do too.
I like her, and I think she's so hot in Bridget Jones.
Oh, I
So
love
hot.
Bridget Jones. That was a great
Well, now she needs
first
that.
one.
Now
the
she
second
needs
one.
that diary to schedule her plastic surgery appointments.
Oh.
Yes, that really changed her face a lot.
It did, yeah.
So much so that I don't think I like her anymore.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I like old.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. We're in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's Josh, that's Pat Godwin. This is Tom speaking. There's comedian Tim Cavanagh. Tim on his way to Michigan Bay City State Theater Friday night with Bob Zaney, then a solo show Saturday in Alpena, Michigan at the Aplex. But right now we have apparently a Tim Cavanagh tribute.
Oh, we do?
Coming from Pat Godwin. This is very nice.
Well, Tim is a comedy hero of mine, and people say that when they hear my stuff, that it sounds derivative of Tim's style.
I am
And sometimes I've even nicked a melody or two, and I don't see that.
I don't see it at all.
I have a very original song of mine called the William Shatner song.
I love William Shatner. Just,
Star Trek captain.
A friend of the show, Mr. Shatner from Star Trek. Great actor. And
I don't see the
many
similarity
roles.
to any of Tim's work.
Okay.
William Shatner, best captain of them all.
Yeah.
I have so many souvenirs, I keep some in my bathroom stall. I have Shatner phasers, I have Shatner boots, I have Shatner action figures. Sometimes people don't even notice. I have Shatner wigs, I have Shatner toys, I have Shatner tribbles. I've also Shatner a toothbrush or two.
That's so different. I like that.
Thank you.
I'm thinking maybe I'll do a
is really
parody of that or something. I like that. It's a very, very nice, very catchy. I like the tune.
Very nice tune, yeah.
Shame-
No, that's very funny.
Shame
Very
the
nice.
Pistons are out of the playoffs.
Yeah, too bad. Yeah,
You really can't sing the Detroit Pistons song.
yeah, but I think the Hornets are still in the playoffs.
Oh, the Hornets. No, I don't think they are, but go ahead.
I hear that your mother's a big Hornets fan. That's all there is. Why would you go further?
That's a rock solid tune right there. Let's hear about the Potato Hotel, Kristi.
A giant russet potato in Idaho can now be rented out on Airbnb for $200 a night. According to the listing, the potato-shaped lodging weighs 6 tons and offers a queen bed as well as seating space, though the bathroom is located outside in a converted silo.
Is it a real hollowed out potato?
Oh, chick.
No, it
looks like it.
It looks, well,
Like a baked potato.
looks like either, a dinosaur turd
Well, then why are you
or a giant
why are you
potato.
telling me how much it weighs?
The Big Idaho Potato Hotel in Boise is currently booked through May.
Is it?
It was originally used by the Idaho Potato Commission.
Kristi, have you seen this?
Yes, I've seen
See,
it.
because I assumed it would be, it's on some beautiful lake.
No.
Looks like it's on the proving ground for dune buggies.
In the middle of nowhere.
And there's no
In the
window.
middle of nowhere.
It's dirt everywhere.
Wow, there's not much going on there.
No.
But it's a big potato, all right, with a door on it.
Tim Cavanagh has
if
his
you-
hand raised.
No windows, yes.
If you want to try to get reservations, and I know that they're booked up until what, May? Yeah. What you do is you go online, but they have their own special line.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, you have to get on their Spud web.
Holy cow!
Why not? Why not?
Why not? You know what?
Yes.
Why not?
We got 10 minutes left.
Oh, we don't even have
What's the
that.
matter?
You know, if you sign up now, you get free Wi-Fi.
Spud Webb gets a whoa, but Wi-Fi's Richard Pryor. Okay.
That's a good joke for the tots.
Are you allowed to wake and bake there?
It's a baked potato. That's perfectly legitimate. Hello to Boise. Yeah, that is. They need to
Boise?
put that.
Boise.
S, not C. Thank you.
Boise.
Let's see.
Boise, Idaho.
You got something else, Kristi?
I do. This is kind of big if you're a James Bond fan. Daniel Craig set to return as James Bond. However, it's been just announced that Rami Malek will star as the villain in Bond 25. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hope he brings the teeth with him.
Yeah, it could be a James Bomb.
Well, he was a good guy in Queen's what is that called? Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian
right?
Rhapsody?
The villain was AIDS.
Jesus. That isn't even funny. That's horrifying.
Ace.
Kristi, now I'm walking out with you. Jackass.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that was just awful.
Time now.
I apologize.
I wasn't making a joke.
Clearly.
Things you learned on today's Tom show.
Well, you learned that, let's see, Jack Ruby killed Oswald, but
Yeah.
Chick's dog Ruby killed a squirrel. and shredded it in the backyard.
Oh, standing over it like a kill in the Serengeti.
So you got to take the dog to the vet now?
Yeah, I got to get her wormed or upper worm medicine or something.
For some reason, the show Dallas was in the news today.
Oh, that's because Cliff Barnes, the character on the
Kirchhoff.
show, Ken Kirchhoff, passed away at the
Sorry to
age of
hear that.
83.
Never watched the show. Sorry.
Oh, Cliff Barnes was the nemesis of JR.
I don't care. Let's see. Ace is at stake is the black garlic ghost pepper sauce. Is that what you want to get? Okay. So what happens again if somebody gets drafted by?
If Kyler Murray gets drafted 4th by the Oakland Raiders, I owe you a bottle or 2 bottles. 2 bottles. Four
bottles of this sauce.
Ghost pepper.
Okay.
Black garlic sauce.
The word is he'll be drafted first. Is that correct?
That's still the rumor.
Okay. All right. And we had a great Johnny Manziel joke from Kostaki, I think, right?
Yeah, he went with Johnny Football because Johnny Bench was taken.
Oh, God, that's a solid joke.
That's something else.
We had to suffer through the song "Do You Believe in Miracles" by Hot Chocolate.
Oh,
several
no.
times.
Terrific tune.
I don't know what
On.
you're talking about.
Violin players should be executed.
What?
Are you sexy thing?
You sexy thing.
Yo.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Let's see. The WHO, not Pete Townsend, the World Health Organization.
What about THO?
Recommending less than an hour of screen time for kids under 5. Is that right? Okay. So,
Yeah.
And then from the Dr. Jennifer Gunter.
Yes.
Is the author of the Vagina Bible. And
No
she
garlic
said,
in your vagina, ladies.
This is apparently a big problem now. There's some holistic thing. Do not put garlic down there.
Right?
We also learned who the villain in Bohemian Rhapsody was. Chick, who was it?
No garlic in the vajayjay, ladies. It'll keep away the vampire. This is the Bob and Tom Show.